What's going on, everybody? This is day 67 of the ALPAT, and here we are back again. Our off-ship connectivity has been restored, and I was able to get in touch with the office ashore to get all the support that we needed. Obviously, we thank them for that. They had to come in on a day they wouldn't have normally come in to support our needs while we were out here ashore. One thing that the engineers did today is engineering casualty control exercises. They do those from engineering, and what it is initial steps. What are the initial steps that you would take for different casualties? Is it a fuel leak, an oil leak, all this sort of thing? What does the engineer of the watch do? What does the security watchstander do? They have to call it up to the bridge. Who are they asking for? Are they asking for the engineering casualty response team to come down? Or are they asking for a full general emergency situation? So the engineers go through that, but they don't always announce when they are starting. And so you just all of a sudden hear that they have a major oil leak and that they're requesting general emergency be set. And it always takes me by surprise. I never expect it coming, and it always freaks me out the first time I hear it. But then I figure out what they're doing, and then it continues on and on. There's been a fuel leak. There's been a whatever. And that's what they do so that they can be properly trained for the initial actions for all these casualties that we train for in our general emergency situations. Because most likely any emergency situation is going to be first discovered by one of the engineers, because that is their space. They are going through there and they are looking at the status of all the machinery. It's not going to be an OS that discovers a fuel leak in the engine room. Just had somebody come through where I was recording. But anyway, yeah, you're not going to have an OS find casualties in the engine room. It just doesn't happen that way. It's going to be an engineer. So they always make sure that they know what they're doing. Dinner tonight. Today's a Saturday. That means the dinner was made by one of the other divisions on the ship. The cooks had the evening off. Dinner was beef short ribs made by the Combat Systems Department. So the ETs, the ITs, the gunner's mates, and they were absolutely delicious. They made some crab rangoons out of the king crab that we had the other day, and those were pretty stellar as well. And that does it for this Saturday, day 67 of the ALPAT. I thank you for listening. If you have any questions, leave them down below. I'll answer them as best I can. I'll talk to you again tomorrow.